What happens when you commit to a cause higher than yourself? When you sacrifice very little to help others a whole lot. We are Latino Health Access, an organization doing everything in our power to help anyone at our reach. Our mission is clear: to deliver culturally appropriate health-related services and programming to address urgent health concerns. To engage individuals in low-income, low-opportunity areas, transforming their environments and creating positive, concrete changes in their homes and communities. We do all of this by providing tools, training, and mechanisms for civic engagement and participation. Ultimately, LHA sees that healthcare and access to opportunities to develop one's potential can be viewed as a right and not a privilege. If you have the absolute necessity to participate in helping others, then you have the kind of heart we need to help us accomplish our mission. Latino Health Access. Participation makes a difference.
Good evening. My name is Abimael Acosta, and welcome to Under the Same Sky. For tonight, we will be having a night of entertainment and information for everyone. While we wait, we will be listening to some songs and some messaging from our friends. The event will start in a few minutes. Please stay with us and enjoy your night.
Yo me pongo de pie para hablar de mi gente. Orgulloso me siento yo, lleno de admiración. Mi gente que se levanta temprano por la mañana para empezar la jornada antes que salga el sol. Si a alguien les falta el respeto, los defiendo con pasión. La gente de mi ciudad es bella, es bonita, sin igual. La gente de mi ciudad es fuerte, inteligente, siempre lista para trabajar. Yo me quito el sombrero para hablar de mi gente y les regalo mi canción que viene del corazón. Mi gente que se transforma en una mariposa monarca que viaja a tierras lejanas tras una vida mejor. Por fuertes que sean los vientos, nunca pierden su color. La gente de mi ciudad es bella, es bonita, sin igual. La gente de mi ciudad es fuerte, inteligente, siempre lista para trabajar. Es mi gente, puro sabor y melancolía, la nostalgia y la alegría son parte del día a día. La gente de mi ciudad es bella, es bonita, sin igual. La gente de mi ciudad es fuerte, inteligente. La gente de mi ciudad es bella, es bonita, ciudad es fuerte, inteligente, siempre lista para luchar, siempre lista para trabajar, de domingo a domingo. Así es la gente de mi ciudad. Así es la gente de mi ciudad. Así es la gente de mi ciudad.
Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Soy Angélica Val, les mando un saludo muy cariñoso y quiero felicitar a Latino Health Access por todo ese trabajo que hacen en la comunidad latina en el condado de Orange, especialmente en estos meses de pandemia. Las promotoras y los promotores en la comunidad han hecho un trabajo maravilloso, excelente, pues para mantener a nuestra comunidad saludable. Gracias a la doctora América Bracho por su dedicación, a la agencia por los pasados 27 años, muchas felicidades, y a mi adoradísimo Edwin Rivera, y por supuesto a la mesa directiva por su liderazgo, especialmente en este año en el que COVID-19 nos ha dado pues tan fuerte cara. Y bueno, esta noche quiero que celebremos todos bajo el mismo cielo y me gustaría pedirle a todos ustedes que hagan una donación. Les mando, mandando un texto que me saco la palabra LHA al 36413. Ayúdenos, por favor. LHA. Hay que seguir trabajando para la comunidad.
Para poder llegar, a veces para llegar hay que remar contra la corriente. Para poder llegar, a veces para llegar hay que remar contra la corriente. Para poder llegar, a veces para llegar hay que remar contra la corriente. Que viva mi gente valiente, mi gente que no se detiene y que día a día trabaja duro por la familia. Que viva mi gente valiente, mi gente que no se detiene y que día a día trabaja duro por la familia. Para poder llegar, a veces para llegar hay que remar contra la corriente. Para poder llegar, a veces para llegar hay que remar contra la corriente. Levanten sus voces, se llegó la hora, que mi gente cante toda la noche un son de victoria. Levanten sus voces, se llegó la hora, que mi gente cante toda la noche un son de victoria. Para poder llegar, a veces para llegar hay que remar contra la corriente. Para poder llegar, a veces para llegar hay que remar contra la corriente. Levanten sus voces, se llegó la hora, que mi gente cante toda la noche un son de victoria. Levanten sus voces, se llegó la hora, que mi gente cante toda la noche un son de victoria. Para poder llegar, a veces para llegar hay que remar contra la corriente. Para poder llegar, A veces para llegar hay que remar contra la corriente. Para poder llegar, a veces para llegar hay que remar contra la corriente. Para poder llegar, a veces para llegar hay que remar contra la corriente.
Because different opportunities in life lead to different health outcomes, Latino Health Access works with low-income communities.
Despite the fact that we cooperate with other sectors, our priority is that vulnerable families' lives will improve.
They are the ones that have few opportunities.
These vulnerable families are the first to be forgotten
and the last to be consulted about allocations in public budgets.
One can clearly see the impact of chronic lack of opportunities in the lives of low-income populations.
These include a myriad of diseases that have many of their roots in poverty,
as well as the lack of safety,
quality education,
good jobs,
adequate housing,
citizen protection and services,
civic engagement and political power.
All of these elements create conditions that are unfavorable to our communities.
Without equal opportunity and justice, there's no health.
If you compare these communities with other social groups with more privilege,
you can see the radical difference in health outcomes, life expectancy, academic success, and representation in the criminal justice system.
This is why we subscribe to the 1998 World Health Organization Declaration that says,
we recognize that the improvement of the health and well-being of people is the ultimate aim of social and economic development.
We are committed to the ethical concepts of equity, solidarity, and social justice, and to the incorporation of a gender perspective into our strategies.
We emphasize the importance of reducing social and economic inequities in improving the health of the whole population.
Therefore, it is imperative to pay the greatest attention to those most in need,
burdened by ill health,
receiving inadequate services for health,
or affected by poverty.
We reaffirm our will to promote health by addressing the basic determinants and prerequisites for health.
We are LHA!
Good evening, buenas tardes. I am Sister Erlinda Ramirez Machado, a sister of St. Joseph of Orange and a board member of Latino Health Access. Today, I am presenting to you a reflection, but before that, I want that we keep in mind the people from all over the world and the United States who are suffering as a result of the pandemic, natural disasters, and any kind of violence. I want to ask you to take a few seconds in silence for all of us who lost a family member as a result of one of these events. Now I want to offer you a reflection that I received in the beginning of this month and stick very close to my heart. This reflection is called What a World We Want to Live. Revelations comes quietly in time of stillness when one ponders how to be of use. Revelations come at the intersection of compassion and the daily news. Revelations rise up in response to injustice as it rose up in Moses, in Jesus, in Harriet Tubman, Mahatma Gandhi, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King Jr., and the others who stood up and spoke out for the benefits of others. This is the time in history when we have become aware of ourselves as an agent of evolution. It is not happening to us, but through us. It is not a higher caliber of weaponry that will bring about our success, but a higher caliber of consciousness. We cannot look to the past for answers. They do not live there. We must imagine ourselves forward, envision the world we want to create, and feel the new reality in every cell of our being in order to bring it about. For it is our feelings, our passions and compassion that will propel us toward the future we desire. The question is not what is wrong and how can we fix it. The question is, what does the world we want to live in look like? Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Edwin Rivera, Vice President of Community Engagement and Strategic Alliances for Western Dental and Orthodontics and Chair of the Board of Directors for Latino Health Access. Welcome to the LHA Virtual Gala. We are glad that you're joining us in an evening filled with entertainment and information so you can learn about the incredible work that LHA is doing in the community, especially during the last 8 months when we have been dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. As you all know, 2020 will be an unforgettable year. As chair of the board and on behalf of every single member of our board, I can say that we are extremely proud of the work that the agency has been doing to help our community navigate the pandemic, as well as the direct services that our promotores are doing. They are truly doing work of angel. We would like to quickly introduce our board members. Thank you again to my fellow board members and especially the Gala Planning Committee for all the work you did to put this virtual event together. I want to also thank our sponsors for their solidarity with Latino Health Access, especially our Hope and Energy Action partners, Western Dental and Orthodontics, Hogue and Joseph Bolen, and our solidarity partner and recipient of the Solidarity Award, Northgate Gonzalez Markets. Today, some of our sponsors had the opportunity to stop by the agency and receive some goodies that they are enjoying right now at home as they watch the event. Thank you to all of you that took the time to stop by and say hello, while socially distant and following all the safety measures that we are following tonight, as well as during the planning stages of this wonderful event. As we continue with the event, you will learn more about the work that Latino Health Access does in our community and will have an opportunity to experience the journey that our promotores and promotoras have gone through during the past months as they dealt with the COVID-19 pandemic response. You will see how we evolved from a time of suffering and united and experienced solidarity to lift our community to where we are now, a time for hope. You will see cómo resistiremos aunque los vientos de la vida soplen fuerte. We will resist even if flat winds blow strongly. Today, we'll honor the work of promotores and promotoras. Thank you in part by a donation from Eric and Judy Stella from Stella Health Insurance Services, an LHA partner for many, many years. Thank you, Eric, for always staying present. Please enjoy the
Hey, thank you, Latino Health Access. Yeah, I'm keeping it healthy with my mask. Nobody's in here, so I'm going to take my mask off, but stay safe during COVID. So I have a poem for you. This first piece is I took from some of your reflections. So I named this poem Under the Same Sky. So a freestyle poem, and I just took some of your reflections and lines. We're going to put them together in a poem and see how they come out. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let's see what happens. Under the same sky. Warriors without capes, we fly through the mind, fighting against COVID-19, it's on time. See, we sit back and unwind and want to know. She who walks through the neighborhood with pride. She threw walks to her old neighborhood with pride, but right now we fighting against gentrification, changing situations like immigration, trying to put my brother and sister on every radio and TV.com station. Use these poems in her hands. Tiny cart move. I move to the groove of the sound. Underneath the ground comes the revolution, will be on the underground. And so I use these poems like a soldier carrying his cargo, but not the type of cargo where they go far. See where I go. I spit these flows for my people, mi gente. Sometimes I spit bilingual, trilingual, using my mind and tongue like a weapon. And I love for you, love for her, love for my people. See, we fight, we hiding those tears behind those fears, we hiding those tears behind those fears, and so I spit like a warrior without a sword. But my sword is a pen. Sometimes I use it again and again to transform time in rhyme, but your only weapon is the word and paper. You disappear through the vapor. Spit these flows, and they fight for Latino access. They fight for the health of access. They fight for Latino health access. Angel in her mind, we seen it. Sit back and look at her neighborhood, a state, and a country, seeing its inequality. And so I fight for unity, fight for unity, fight for unity, like a flower that grows from the concrete. I use my feet, composed like margarita, mixed in and out with mixtures of sound, noise, and parameters. Sit back and listen. For those many factors, we fight against government corruption, for the culture of our people, for the culture of our people, formed to support the groups that need. Join aboard the platform, we mourn, we listen, we try to fight in solidarity. Even if our neighbors we do not know, I use this pen and flow, use it over again, like the light in our neighborhood. We fight for hope. Let us be warriors without capes, under the same sky. Thank you. All right.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Though many dangers, toils, and snares we have already come, 'twas grace hath brought us safe thus far, and grace will lead us home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see.
Hi, my name is Amada Dominguez, and thank you, Latino Health Access.
Buenas noches. Bienvenidas y bienvenidos. Good evening. Welcome all. It feels strange to be having our annual gala in a remote modality. For 27 years, we have gathered to celebrate our work, your support, and friendship. This year is very different. 2020 is different. And yes, it has been a year marked by separations. COVID-19 has infected close to 50 million people and has killed more than 1 million. Families were not able to be by the side of their loved ones when they were dying. Our social and family life as we knew it has changed for the time being. Physical distance keep us from hugging each other, and masks keep us from seeing our smiles. The hello with a handshake seems as something from the past. Being together as usual became dangerous. Our brothers and sisters in our Latino, Black, Asian, Pacific Islander, and Native American communities have been disproportionately impacted. It was the beginning of March when our community workers that we call promotoras started telling the rest of us that their neighbors were being laid off. Our neighbors were losing their jobs and their ability to pay their rent and their food. We knew what was coming. The world was already reporting the devastation of this pandemic. We got organized and started equipping, training, and transitioning our teams to work from home. We started calling every single participant that has been in touch with our program, and we asked them basic questions. How are you doing? Tell me what you know about COVID and how it's impacting you. Do you need food? Do you have a place to isolate if someone in the family gets sick? Through the calls, it became evident that many families in our low-income neighborhoods were afraid, uninformed, many uninsured, living in crowded places, unable to isolate, unable to work from home, and uncertain about the consequences of using public services if needed. We also learned that people were helping each other, cooking for those that were sick, running errands for others, praying for the dead, raising money for funerals, and more. Solidarity was everywhere. 2020 has been marked by separations and by solidarity.
Good evening, everyone. Muy buenas noches. Mi nombre es Rita Cruz Gallegos. My name is Rita Cruz Gallegos. I'm the immediate past board chair of this amazing organization. It is a great honor for me to be here and to welcome you in this new setting virtually. For now, I've learned that to say after every sentence I speak, for now. So for now, we welcome you to our home and always in our hearts. Thank you very much for your continued support, for always keeping Latino health access in your hearts and in your minds. So with that, I want to say a few words in Spanish. Muchísimas gracias por acompañarnos durante este tiempo un poco difícil, pero por ahora así se tiene que hacer y seguimos adelante. Les doy muchas gracias por su continuo apoyo y por seguir teniendo a la organización de Latino Health Access en su corazón. Muchísimas gracias por acompañarnos hoy. A divertirnos. Let's go have fun now.
Hello everyone, my name's Catalina Santa Maria and I'm the current treasurer of Latino Health Access. I was introduced to Latino Health Access back in 2005 at their annual gala. I was really captivated by a current promotora. Her name is Sarai. She was sharing her journey with domestic violence and how she started volunteering with Latino Health Access and then became a promotora. Today, Sarai is our current lead promotora for one of our community engagement programs. As a result of everything I learned that night, I reached out to Pierre, our fund development director, and I asked him, can I help you guys raise some money? And he said, yeah. So I did my PR project at the Brea Improv and raised $3,500 for Latino Health Access that night. After that, the LHA team asked me to be part of their board of directors. Fast forward to today, guys. We are here at our first virtual fundraising event. We have a lot of fun things planned for you tonight. The first thing is our silent auction, which is very important. Some of the items that we're going to have tonight are a soccer experience donated by the Orange County Soccer Club. Another item is a mini iPad and an oral package donated by Western Dental. You too can become a participant, as I did 14 years ago. Participate and donate to LHA by texting 36413 and donate. Thank you so much.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Dorothy Siddall, current board member of Latino Health Access and former assistant director of the Orange County Kaiser Family Medicine Residency Program. My relationship with LHA and the subsequent partnership of our residency in Kaiser Permanente Orange County began more than 20 years ago, when LHA was the little engine that could, and providing culturally congruent, effective grassroots diabetes education. That relationship has expanded and remains vital today, while LHA has grown enormously in size, scope, and influence, significantly improving physical and social health for economically disadvantaged communities in Orange County. Our resilient, resourceful neighbors who are already experiencing serious health and economic disparities vitally need our support during these especially difficult times of COVID-19. LHA is simply the right organization in the right place at the right time to meet this need. This organization is nimble, flexible, and firmly grounded in public health science. Our wonderful promotores and promotoras are well-trained, dedicated, and trusted members of the community who connect and influence at a granular grassroots level. This is an opportunity for all of us to participate in support of our neighbors, colleagues, employees, and friends right in our own backyard. We are all under the same sky. I invite you to be informed and inspired as you learn about the great and ongoing work of Latino Health Access. Thank you.
Some of us didn't believe it, some of us didn't really see it until it started to hit home. Once it hit home, it was a reality check. Almost every other call is a COVID-19 positive.
Okay. So diabetes and hypertension is the medical history.
Thank you.
He's been tested, but the tests are not, he hasn't received the results yet. I'd like to take him over to the hospital, get him checked out. So we'll go with difficulty breathing. ¿Cómo se siente, señor? ¿Mejor? ¿Con la medicina que le di se siente mejor? Okay.
Santa Ana is one of the communities that has been seeing a lot of the COVID-19 patients. I don't allow it to disturb how I think. I don't allow it to make me anxious, because if I become anxious, then I can't think straight. In Santa Ana, we've seen the numbers of COVID-19 cases increase. So many Latino patients, many people who are maybe who do not speak English that well, who may not be well versed and educated into this whole thing. And we try to reach as many people as we can by talking to them, by going out on calls and talking to the family members. And so, yeah, the Hispanic community is, we all need to be aware.
We have many communities impacted by poverty and exclusion in this county that has a very affluent community and a very poor community that works for the affluent community. The virus continued traveling towards central Orange County and found a very vulnerable community, a community that couldn't stay home, a community that was living in those overcrowded conditions, and a community that couldn't implement preventive measures of distance, for example, when you live with 10 people in one small place. We started seeing cases in Santa Ana and Anaheim, and more cases, and then people dying. The huge numbers in the zip codes in comparison with the rest of the county. The rate for a zip code being 3 times the rate for the county in a zip code.
Today, we're working in a mobile clinic, a community clinic at Anaheim High School. This school is located in one of the most impacted areas in Orange County. I live in this community. This is my home. This is my high school that I graduated from, that my family, we all went to school here. Sometimes families are maybe undocumented, right? And they feel like if they get any kind of help from the county or the government, then they're gonna have like records of them or something that's gonna affect them. So we tell them, this is for anybody, this is free.
So is testing with equity big time? Is also what do you do after you test positive? Now you need to isolate, but you don't have food. So we came up with this strategy also in which we deliver food to their homes. We got in a partnership with a local grocery store, and they prepare a basket that we give to them. So people, we are telling people, we have your back. We will give you food. Just stay home.
Hola. Hola, sí, dígame, mire, señora Socorro, usted me dejó aquí un número de teléfono.
So what we do is, as part of the call center, it's usually we get a feel of what their needs are. They call in and they usually want a testing site. Once they ask me if there's a testing site, and then later on they start telling me the story, I get a feel of what their needs really are. So like she wanted a testing site, the lady that I just did, but she told me, what else can you help me with, because I haven't paid my rent in the past month. When you see your neighbor struggling, when you see someone struggling and that you can help out, you have to. It's like, it's a must.
We don't want to just do things so people can be better today, because at the end of the day, what has been happening for these 27 years created the vulnerability for COVID. So we are not just COVID today. We are saying COVID today and what tomorrow and what the day after tomorrow. And I think that's what is making a difference, that we are not waiting for the vaccine to recover. We have started recovering already.
Y ahora es un gran honor para mí presentar este siguiente premio a un grupo de personas que en realidad son el corazón y el alma y el puro sentimiento de Latino Health Access. Este grupo de personas trabajan todos los días en situaciones difíciles como las que estamos pasando ahorita, sin parpadear un minuto. La pasión y el compromiso que ellos tienen con nuestra comunidad de Orange County es increíble y no se puede medir. Este grupo son los promotores, el grupo de promotores que es el corazón de Latino Health Access. Es un honor para mí presentarles este premio que se lo han ganado verdaderamente, y si por mí fuera se los daría todos los días. Muchísimas felicidades a mis promotores de Latino Health Access.
Soy una actriz puertorriqueña y desde acá de Puerto Rico le quiero dar las gracias al Latino Health Access y a la señora América Bracho por la labor que están haciendo por la comunidad latina de Santa Ana, California. Quiero darle y extenderle un saludo y un abrazo cariñoso a todos mis hermanos latinoamericanos y a invitarlos a que cooperen con el Latino Health Access para que puedan seguir brindando los servicios que están haciendo hasta el momento para sus comunidades. Que Dios los bendiga. Gracias por darme esta oportunidad de saludarlos. Y bueno, adelante con la salud de nuestra comunidad y con el bienestar de todos.
Es un gusto para mí participar en este evento Bajo el Mismo Cielo de Latino Health Access. Y el propósito de mi mensaje es el tratar de entender cómo podemos aprovechar esta pandemia para transformar nuestra vida. Los chinos, que escriben con símbolos, escriben la idea de la crisis con dos signos, el de peligro y el de oportunidad. Siempre que hay una crisis hay estos dos elementos, la crisis y la oportunidad. Y esta pandemia que pues nos ha afectado de manera importante desde el punto de vista laboral, social y profesional, que puede verse como algo pues negativo, pero que también ha abierto otras posibilidades. La primera y la más inmediata es que nos ha abierto un paréntesis, un espacio para pensar. Muchas veces vivimos con tanto ajetreo, con tanto dinamismo que no podemos parar y pensar. Entonces, esto es lo primero. Ahora, lo segundo es que nos permite la relación humana. La relación que muchas veces se desgasta con estas vidas tan ocupadas. Y ahora hay tiempo para reunirse a cenar. Hay tiempo para platicar con los hijos o con la esposa. Hay tiempo para cocinar, para oír música. Entonces, podemos nosotros aprovechar esto para fortalecer nuestros núcleos familiares. Pero desde un punto de vista más amplio, yo creo que el momento de pausa y a veces de limitación externa en la relación que nos ha producido la pandemia es también una oportunidad para reinventarnos. A mí me gusta mucho la figura de El Quijote, que es un hombre ya maduro, que ha tenido una vida rutinaria y que decide transformarse en un personaje que él inventa, que él crea. Entonces, muchas veces somos el resultado de una serie de accidentes. Estamos trabajando aquí porque nos vinimos y surgió una oportunidad y después ahí seguimos y ahí nos vamos. Pero muchas veces no estamos allí porque eso sea lo que queramos hacer, sino porque es lo que nos ha tocado hacer. Entonces, ahorita es el momento para pensar, bueno, ¿qué es lo que yo realmente quisiera hacer con mi vida? Entonces, eso es muy importante. Y finalmente, esta pandemia nos permite mejorarnos. Y mejorarnos no desde un punto de vista exterior. Muchas veces la situación económica se ha deteriorado. Pero el tener tiempo nos permite trabajar en aquellas cosas intangibles. Hemos hablado de la relación con amigos y familiares y también en el proceso de educarnos, de leer buenos libros, de entender que la transformación más importante que podemos hacer no ocurre en lo superficial, en lo externo. Incluye la transformación interior, la posibilidad de pensar, de educarse, de leer, de hablar y de una forma laica de nacer de nuevo. Porque como decía el gran poeta Pablo Neruda, para nacer he nacido. Muchas gracias.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry. No, I won't cry. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by
All right, this next piece that I'm going to share. Is a poem that I titled "We Are," and to me, being Chicano Mexicano, I have a lot of opportunities to work with a lot of different groups, and you know the importance of solidarity and interconnectedness between Latino identity and also other folks of color is that we have a lot of commonalities, and we share more and have more in common than we have differences. And so I was asked to create a poem about the Latino identity and Latinidad, and I wanted to talk about all the nuances that it means to be Latino. And so when I think about solidarity and I think about connecting, and I think about the things that my ancestors suffered through. Hopefully this poem captures some of that. This is called We Are. We are the wretched of the earth, the labor that moves the sand. We are six wetback bean and pork chops. We are U.S. treaty failure. We are barrio dwellers, culture creator, cut across communal skies. We are loving abuelos and abuelas. We are community builders, stopping gentrification. We are presos politicos. We are freedom fighters, peasant farmers, urban harvest. We are the children of Latin America, Basque-speaking, forgotten tongues in a new land, an ancient land. We are the children of African slaves, indigenous blood, Spanish conquest. We are Irish, German, Arab, Jewish, Muslim. We are the children of Simón Bolívar. We are the children of Virgen de Guadalupe. We are the children of Pancho Villa, Zapata, Achet, Alita, Lolita, Lebrón. We are the children of Zapatistas exiled to oblivion. We are love, compassion, and hope. We are Sisters Huelga and Si Se Puede. We are Lolita Shots on Congress. We are the Brown Berets and Chicano movement. We are the Young Lords. We are the New Rican poets penning Puerto Rican pride. We are undocumented peoples crossing borders, breaking boundaries and barriers. We are separated families split by concrete thorns made of steel. We are Zócalo, Bateo Urbano, Chicago, Boricua, Chicano, Charican, Mexicano, Puerto Riqueño, Mexicano, Latino, Mexican, Chicano. We are breakers, DJs, MCs, painting poems on walls. We are despised, hated, loved, and aestheticized. We are faces in the crowds that marches against the war in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Palestine. We are those who stand alongside blacks to free our people from modern-day slavery. We are Christ, Moses, Quetzalcoatl, Tonexin. We are the sun that shines bright. We are unified community chanting Boricua Mexicano, luchando mano a mano. We are the new American dream. We are those who create love from hate, hope from despair, compassion from none, humility from arrogance. We are those who say live and help to live. We are 500 years of resistance. Welcome to America. Welcome to the new world. So I would hope that we're all able to build in solidarity, create unity, find the interconnectedness of our identities and our cultures and our histories, and build together, right, a new way of living and a new way of being going forward for the next generations.
Good evening, all. My name is Marisol Ramirez. I am the Vice Chair of Board of Directors of Latino Health Access. I have been enamored with the fruit of labor that LHA has harvested in our community since I became involved as a community organizer 10 years ago. LHA has become a second home to leaders such as myself in offering a safe space for community members to gather, organize, strategize, educate, and celebrate as a community. Tonight, we thank you in joining us under a very different change of climate for us all, and yet still united under the same sky.
As we were responding to the many needs and trying to find resources and information, our brothers and sisters were getting infected and dying everywhere. Our responses were well-intentioned but limited. We started a small food bank in our parking, providing cash assistance, connecting people to health providers, but the numbers of people infected and dying kept increasing. Our food bank started distributing more than 1,000 boxes of food in one day. Our housing promotoras were working every day, advocating for rent control, no evictions, helping people submit the forms to negotiate their payments and understand their rights. Our chronic disease team started teaching diabetes classes in Zoom and helping people get care and medications. Our emotional wellness team was on the phone for countless hours, addressing issues of domestic violence, distress, and depression. We knew that COVID was impacting our Latino communities in Orange County with no mercy. We also knew that the data was not showing those numbers. We took our response to another level where we all could strategize how to be more effective in preventing further infections and deaths. At that time, we contacted the healthcare agency to request two things: the COVID data from the neighborhoods and the implementation of a hotspots response in the most impacted areas. We partnered with school districts, community clinics, the University of California in Irvine, the city of Santa Ana, the city of Anaheim, and many others. In this way, the Latino Health Equity Initiative was created. The county engaged our organization to respond in those identified hotspots, located primarily in Santa Ana and Anaheim. Our organization created a plan that has been implemented with our staff and our partners. We hired more community members to become part of the team, took testing to all impacted neighborhoods, created a call center where people can be supported with all sorts of services, from medicines to rent. Started contact tracing, helped people with COVID with isolation, food, and access to medical services. Our organization has provided and reached thousands in our communities with millions of educational messages. We also have trained many community members and school personnel so they can have the tools they need to educate and advocate. Data now is published by zip codes. We have a system and a strong partnership. LHA is working closer than ever with the healthcare agency, with our Asian Pacific Islander partners and many others, to support other cities in Orange County and support safe vaccination when it becomes available. And we are moving into the next level, a level where we can envision a better normal.
This next award goes to an organization that has provided food for approximately 1.5 million individuals and families in Orange County area through the Emergency Food Assistance Program under POOF's COVID-19 Crisis Relief Initiative. This organization has been critical in providing relief for families and has been an essential partner to various organizations, such as Oakview Comunidad, Latino Health Access, Northgate Gonzalez Markets, the Mexican Consulate, Hoag Hospital, and many more. Their mission is to provide basic human resources to every person in need of them, regardless of their county of origin, race, gender, and socioeconomic status. The need for food assistance continues to be great, and collectively, we're continuing to meet it. If families are struggling financially, they are also struggling fighting hunger. We thank the Power of One Foundation. Truly, it is because of their efforts and sense of urgency that thousands of families did not go to bed at night hungry.
Hello, my name is Olivia Maldonado. I am the Board Secretary of Latino Health Access. From the first meeting, I was impressed with the commitment our promotoras deliver to our communities. In this unprecedented day, and as our theme describes, we are all under the same sky. I ask you to partner with Latino Health Access with the gift of giving. If you have not done so, you can still donate by texting LHA to 36413. You can also continue to bid in our silent auction. You don't need a reason to help, but your solidarity and your support will make a difference in our community. Remember, participation makes a difference. Thank you.
The Community Wellness Partner Award is being given this year to Maria Ureña. Maria Ureña is a phenomenal human being, a great person. She is a nurse who has been working in the city of Santa Ana and Orange County, for that matter, providing information to the Latino communities, to the Latino families that so desperately need it. This year, Latino Health Access is proud to present this award to Maria Ureña.
¿Qué tal están, amigos? Les saludo a su servidor Cristian Ramos desde Estrella TV. Y quiero mandar un saludo y una felicitación muy, pero muy especial para la gente de Latino Health Access, especialmente para la señora América Bracho, por esta gran labor que están haciendo de ayudar a la comunidad latina, sobre todo en la ciudad de Santa Ana, California. Latino Health Access, gracias. Gracias a nombre mío y a nombre de todos los latinos. Y les deseamos a ustedes que si pueden cooperar con ellos, lo hagan. Porque en estos tiempos tan difíciles hemos descubierto que lo más importante es tener salud. Su amigo Cristian Ramos, que les dice, hasta siempre.
La iniciativa de equidad de la salud para la comunidad latina se creó junio 2020 para responder a la creciente cantidad de casos y muertes de COVID-19 en las ciudades de Anaheim y Santa Ana. Nuestros socios han sido fundamentales en nuestra capacidad colectiva para proporcionar servicios y prevenir nuevas infecciones. Estas personas y organizaciones han ofrecido fondos, experiencia técnica,
orientación, lugares para hacer pruebas de COVID-19, servicios y recursos para responder de una manera más efectiva a la pandemia. Nuestra colaboración se ha guiado por la equidad en la información, el acceso a recursos y servicios y un compromiso en las comunidades más afectadas. Ayúdenos a agradecer y reconocer esta noche a los miembros de Latino Health Equity Initiative. Dr. Clayton Chow, director de la Agencia de Salud del Condado de Orange. Supervisor Andrew Doe, el primer distrito del Condado de Orange. Supervisor Doe Chafee, del cuarto distrito del Condado de Orange. La ciudad de Anaheim. La ciudad de Santa Ana. El concejal del distrito de la ciudad de Santa Ana y alcalde recién electo para esta ciudad, Vicente Sarmiento. El concejal del distrito 3 de la ciudad de Anaheim, José Moreno. El departamento de educación del condado de Orange. El distrito escolar de Anaheim Union High School. El distrito escolar primario de Anaheim. El distrito escolar de Savannah en Anaheim. El distrito escolar de Magnolia en Anaheim. El distrito escolar de Centralia en Anaheim. El distrito escolar unificado de Santa Ana. La coalición de centros comunitarios de salud. Families Together del condado de Orange, centro comunitario de salud. El centro de salud comunitario Serve the People. Care Ambulance. La Escuela de Salud Pública de la Universidad de California en Irvine y Ocápica.
Hola a todos. Gracias por acompañarnos esta noche. I am here again to ask you to donate and continue to donate by texting LHA to 36413. You can still mail in a check if you don't like to donate right now. All the information is on our website and all the details are on our Facebook page. Muchas gracias a todos y que pasen una linda noche.
I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, and I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. I go to the movie and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. There's been time that I thought I couldn't last much long, but now I see I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know change won't come. Oh, yes, it will.
This is my last poem. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Latino Health Access. I really appreciate the opportunity to share my work. And this last piece that I want to share with you is all about resistance. And resistance sometimes we don't really get to see every day. As activists, as creatives, we plant these seeds that we don't normally get to see grow sometimes. And so resistance isn't just about in the immediate, it's also about planting for those long-term kind of solutions. And so this piece called Planting Seeds, I took a piece from the Zapatistas that I heard, which was translated from a native language into Spanish and then into English, and then I took it and kind of morphed it. And to me, planting seeds is just about that small little action of resistance we can do. And so I'm going to start with this story that I got from the Zapatistas and move into the piece. So in a village long ago, there was an old man. And this old man would plant seeds, and every day he would plant and plant and plant. And people would ask him, how are you planting seeds that you won't see grow? And they made fun of him, and they ridiculed him, and they called him the crazy old man. And so one day, this crazy old man died and passed away. A few generations later, these young children went up into the mountains where this crazy old man used to be, and they saw this beautiful forest, this beautiful garden. They asked themselves, how is this possible that up in this space where none of this stuff should grow, there's a beautiful garden and forest? And they all ran back to the village and asked their parents. And their parents went and found the elder of the community, and they asked her, how is this possible that high in this mountain there's this amazing forest, this amazing garden? And for a minute she thought about it, and she thought about it, and then she was like, oh, I remember, he was the crazy old man. He used to plant seeds every single day. And so after a short discussion, the village decided to honor this old man. And they honored him because in the summer, the canopy from the forest that he grew kept him cool. In the winter, the wood kept them warm, and it allowed for gardens to grow because the roots from the trees didn't allow the soil to erode. And so even after all this time, this crazy old man was able to make an impact. And so it's so important for us to plant seeds of resistance, no matter how small or feeble they may be. Plant seeds so they may grow. Plant seeds of change. Let them grow to cover our pain and sorrow. Plant seeds to unify the peoples of the Americas. Plant seeds for the people of the world. Plant seeds to grow a canopy of change, a rainforest of hope, a flower of love, a garden of peace. Plant seeds for justice and equality. Plant seeds for indigenous rights. Plant seeds for those who struggle and toil. Nurture and love them so they may grow, so our children may eat of its fruit, so we may cleanse our body, so a fruit may heal us. Plant seeds so our air may be clean. Plant seeds so we can drink fresh, sweet water. Plant seeds to destroy imperialism and white supremacy, global domination. Allow its branches to break through the concrete, twisted steel and iron. Plant seeds so we can dream of a new world. So in its leaves we can hear the joyous voices of freedom. So in its flowers we can see the world's beauty. So in its branches we can feel its reassuring strength. So in its trunk we can stand firm on who we are. So in its roots we can remember the past and what we have forgotten. Plant seeds, nurture them, water them, speak to them, love them. Plant seeds and let them grow. Let us plant seeds with the rest of the world to be an example of what is possible. Plant seeds because it is necessary. So in the end, plant seeds, no matter what, plant them, resist, keep fighting, keep struggling. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Thank you, Latino Health Access. Ray is Poetry. You can check me out online. Appreciate you.
COVID found our families very vulnerable. We envision a stronger, healthier, and prosperous community able to fight the next pandemic, a community that can thrive. We are having conversations about opening businesses, schools, restaurants, recreational places, and more in ways that are safe for all. Conversations about how to recover the economy, protecting our workforce and our families at the same time. And as we move into these conversations, we want to have equity at the center. We are committed to continue our work for a recovery process that offers to all families in Orange County affordable housing, health care, access to early learning and technology, sick leave, and decent wages. A recovery process where we can become more tolerant with each other so we can fight fear and discrimination. A recovery where every person, every family, regardless of their race, gender, national origin, religion, or age, can feel safe, included, and respected. There are universal human connections. That is true with the pandemic, and is also true with solidarity. And it needs to be clearly understood as we recover. In a year marked by separations and solidarity, we are increasingly understanding that we are in this together. Families and friends reinvented social life and have come up with safe ways of seeing each other. Governments are understanding that equity is urgent and that nobody can be left behind as we fight COVID. We know that our decisions affect others and are convinced that we can suppress this pandemic. And again, it has to do with all of us thinking in the other. The reality is that we all share one planet and one world. We all live under the same sky. Thank you for your friendship and support.
México lindo y querido. Ahora ya saben por qué no me dediqué para cantante, ¿verdad? Familia, soy Piolín de José 97.5 y 107.1 y quiero agradecerle a toda la gente que está mirando este evento tan importante donde Latino Health Access ha trabajado por 27 años con los promotores y las promotoras que han hecho la diferencia a nuestra comunidad del condado de Orange. Además, durante estos meses que estamos luchando contra el coronavirus, ellos han trabajado incansablemente para ayudar a nuestra comunidad. Así que Dios les siga dando fortaleza a cada uno de ustedes para que sigan haciendo la diferencia. Además, quiero felicitar a la doctora América Bracho, que ha hecho un excelente trabajo también en esta gran organización, y a Catalina Santa María por esa gran labor en la mesa directiva. Todos queremos ayudar y hacer la diferencia en nuestra comunidad y queremos ser luz, especialmente en estos meses de lucha. Por eso tú puedes mandar un texto para hacer tu donación. Mucha atención, Manda la letra LHA. LHA por texto. Agarra tu celular de volada y lo mandas al 36413. 36413. Porque aquí venimos a Estados Unidos ¡A triunfar! ¡Felicidades!
The third award goes to the Voice of OC. They are a nonprofit online publishing. Their mission statement is to consistently deliver fair, focused, and thoroughly journalism on the quality of life and art issues for Orange County communities while encouraging civic engagement and civil discourse through our editorial pages and social challenges. They have been a key partner for LHA during the pandemic. Thank you so much, Voice of OC. You truly deserve this award.
The very backbone of our movement are our young leaders. The energy, bravery, ability to imagine a better world than that of what we have become accustomed to is why we invest in our youth at Latino Health Access. In a time when we worried for our active seniors at Latino Health Access, the youth stepped up to care for us all by delivering to those in isolation, volunteering at food distribution drives, extending hands of nurture and care at our clinics. This next award goes to our LHA youth for all the efforts that don't go unnoticed.
Por la mañana me encontré un papel pegado en mi puerta. No era una invitación para una fiesta, era un aviso de aumento de renta. Ay, 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 era un aviso de aumento de renta. Me aumentaron más de $200 y eso me ha causado puros dolores. Familia soy el sustento y en el trabajo no me dan aumento. No, 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 en el trabajo no me dan aumento. Necesitamos una ley que nos proteja. Necesitamos una ley de control de renta. La alfombra ya está vieja, las ventanas no cierran y cuando llueve el techo es una coladera. El dueño me amenaza con botarme pa' afuera. Nunca me arregla nada, pero aumentan la renta. Fin de mes me atormenta, por más que trato no me salen las cuentas. Me pongo bien triste cuando me doy cuenta que todo el cheque se me va en la renta. Ay, 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 todo el cheque se me va en la renta. Me aumentaron más de $200 y eso me ha causado puros dolores. Familia soy el sustento y en el trabajo no me dan aumento. No, 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 en el trabajo no me dan aumento. Necesitamos una ley que nos proteja. Necesitamos una ley de control de renta. La alfombra ya está vieja, las ventanas no cierran y cuando llueve el techo es una coladera. El dueño me amenaza con botarme pa' afuera. Nunca me arregla nada, pero aumentan la renta. Vivimos un despapalle y en el cuarto no cabemos. No sé cuánto más aguantemos antes de irnos a la calle. No piensen que me desmaye, ni la pobreza me asusta. Pero si ya nadie ajusta, unamos ya nuestras manos, porque todo ser humano merece vivienda justa. La alfombra ya está vieja, las ventanas no cierran y cuando llueve el techo es una coladera. El dueño me amenaza con botarme pa' afuera. Nunca me arregla nada, pero aumentan la renta. Pero aumentan la renta. Pero aumentan la renta. Pero aumentan la renta. Pero aumentan la renta.
Thank you so much for your continued support. Don't forget to text LHA to 36413. We really appreciate your support. Muchísimas gracias por su apoyo. No se les olvide mandar las letras LHA al número 36413. Muchísimas gracias por su apoyo.
Partnerships are one of the most important building blocks for success. The work we do at LHA is a collaborative effort, and we appreciate the contributions this next awardee has harvested into our organization for decades. This family has cemented their efforts in our communities since they opened their first store back in 1980. The Gonzalez family has assured that healthy and cultured food is accessible to thousands of families throughout Southern California. They have ensured that our families remain educated in what healthy cooking looks like by partnering with our diabetes program at Latino Health Access. During the pandemic, the Gonzalez family has been one of our essential partners in providing food for our families in need via our food distribution drives. At Latino Health Access, we recognize that because of their kindness and investment in our communities, we're able to plant the seeds for our communities to thrive in the midst of this pandemic. Let's take a moment to hear some words from one of our dear friends from North Gonzalez Market.
Hi, my name's Oscar Gonzalez, and today we gather virtually under the same sky, Bajo el Mismo Cielo, to celebrate Latino Health Access for its extraordinary work promoting health and well-being in our community. For us at Northgate Market, this year marks our 40th anniversary, 40 years of hard work and commitment to serve our community. As we know, this year has been a very challenging year for all of us. The devastating pandemic has been especially brutal in our community in Orange County. The needs are greater than ever for medical service and access to food, and Latino Health Access has been ready and present to serve every step of the way. Today, more than ever, we need to stand together. We are a resilient community. Felicidades, América and Latino Health Access, y que Dios los bendiga.
Latino Health Access has been the leading organization at the forefront of health advocacy and equity reaching for Latino communities in the county. In the midst of such uncertainty for our communities, LHA urgently stepped up to provide the vital resources and sanctuary our families needed to thrive during this tragic COVID-19 pandemic. However, we knew as an organization that this simply was not enough. LHA's leadership, collaboration, and organizational foundation paved the way for cities like Anaheim and Santana to be not just reactive, but proactive in identifying the target hotspot zip codes where we've had the highest concentrations and positivity rates in the county. LHA became the bridge that connected the County of Health, local government, and school districts. LHA provided boots on the ground, door-to-door education, innovative COVID-19 testing sites in partnership with local school districts and city officials. Latino Health Access would not be able to do this work without the much needed support of people like you. We need you as the unforeseen future lies ahead of us in 2021. We recognize the dire need of our communities will be in. Please join us in this movement by contributing to Latino Health Access. Our silent auction will remain open until tomorrow, 7 p.m. You can view our items on our website, or you can donate your contributions. It is very simple. Just text LHA at 36413.
Dear friends, thanks to all of you for joining today from many parts in the country and many parts in the world. In a few minutes, we will be able to sing the last song of our program together. The event will be over. Difficulties will continue, but hope, faith, and solidarity will continue. It has been said that the most important things in life are not things. So please call the people you love. Take care of yourself. Be safe. We are under the same sky together, and we are stronger when we help others. So please donate to Latino Health Access. And thank you for your support. Amigos y amigas, gracias a todos y todas las personas que nos han acompañado la noche de hoy, desde tantos lugares de este país y tantos lugares del mundo. En breve vamos a cantar la última canción del programa, todos juntas y juntos, y el evento se va a acabar. Las dificultades van a continuar, pero la esperanza, la fe y la solidaridad también van a continuar. Se ha dicho que las cosas más importantes en el mundo no son cosas, así que llama a la gente que quieres. Cuídate. Estamos bajo el mismo cielo, todos y todas juntos. Así que ayudándonos entre todos, estaremos más protegidos. Cada vez que ayudas a alguien, te ayudas a ti. Por favor, envía tu donativo para Latino Health Access. Les envío un abrazo virtual y muchísimas gracias por su apoyo.
Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Soy Angélica Val, les mando un saludo muy cariñoso y quiero felicitar a Latino Health Access por todo ese trabajo que hacen en la comunidad latina en el condado de Orange, especialmente en estos meses de pandemia. Las promotoras y los promotores en la comunidad han hecho un trabajo maravilloso, excelente, pues para mantener a nuestra comunidad saludable. Gracias a la doctora América Bracho por su dedicación, a la agencia por los pasados 27 años, muchas felicidades, y a mi adoradísimo Edwin Rivera, y por supuesto a la mesa directiva por su liderazgo, especialmente en este año en el que COVID-19 nos ha dado pues tan fuerte cara. Y bueno, esta noche quiero que celebremos todos bajo el mismo cielo y me gustaría pedirle a todos ustedes que hagan una donación. Les mando, mandando un texto que me saco la palabra LHA al 36413. Ayúdenos, por favor. LHA. Hay que seguir trabajando para la comunidad.
Gracias, América, y gracias, Angélica, por esas bonitas palabras. Thank you, everybody, for being here with us today. Just remember that participation makes a difference. We ask you to participate helping LHA in the future and sharing this event with the people you know. This event would have not been possible without our sponsors, our board of directors, our planning committee, and overall, the promotores and promotoras who do the daily work for the organization. We have some prizes for some of you, and you will be receiving a message from one of our team members to get your information so we can mail you the prizes for being here today. Hope you enjoyed our program, and remember, the silent auction will be open until tomorrow night, and you can continue to donate by texting the letters LHA to the number on the screen. Now, we're reaching the end of the program. I hope you stay around so you can sing with us our last song, a song that has become an anthem of hope through Latin America and the Caribbean. Quédense con nosotros para cantar juntos. Esta canción es un himno que se ha convertido en un himno en Latinoamérica y en el Caribe. Resistiré para seguir viviendo. Soportaré los golpes y jamás me rendiré. We will resist to keep myself alive. I will endure the beats and I will never give up. Aunque los sueños se rompan en pedazos, resistiré. Thank you very much. And this is a very emotional day for me and for everything that is happening throughout the world. I am so glad that we have Latino Health Access here working. We will resist. Resistiremos todos. Have a great night and see you in person next year.
Cuando pierda todas las partidas, cuando duerma con la soledad, cuando se me cierren las salidas y la noche ser la locura. Cuando en mi moneda salga cruz,
cuando el diablo pase la factura, y si alguna vez me faltas tú,
resistiré, erguido frente a todo, devolveré la hierro para endurecer la piel. Y aunque los vientos de la vida soplen fuerte, soy como el junco que se dobla, pero siempre sigue en pie. Resistiré para seguir viviendo, soportaré los golpes y jamás me rendiré. Y aunque los sueños se me rompan en pedazos, resistiré, resistiré.
Este es para todo el mundo, señoras y señores. Así como dice la canción, tú canta y no llores. Cuidemos el jardín para que siempre nos dé flores. Después de la tormenta sé que habrá tiempos mejores.
Cuando pierda todas las partidas, cuando duerma con la soledad,
cuando se me cierren las salidas y la noche no me deje en paz.
resistiré.